Good morning. Let's do a quick and basic everyday makeup using all clean products. I always start with the Smart Primer. This just makes everything go on so smooth and helps your makeup last longer. I also have already finished my skincare, so I have this really nice base to put everything down on. You cannot have A+ makeup with D skincare. So take your primer, start in the center of your face, and then just work it out. You need the most right in the center anyway. My basic everyday skincare, I like to use the Sunlight Tinted because it has makeup, SPF, and skincare ingredients all in one. It makes it super easy. I wear shade light medium. One pump is plenty for me. I apply it with my fingers. You could certainly use the #1 brush. It's a really beautiful brush. I normally use that for foundation. A beautiful coverage, but doesn't cover everything like a foundation. So if you need extra coverage, you can just go in with a concealer. I like to put a tiny dot under my eyes. I used to do like a big line, and then I found that it would settle in my fine lines and wrinkles. We'll cover that little spot up and down here. Another key for great under eyes is wearing eye cream underneath, but you need one that doesn't feel slippery and that absorbs well. I love the Power Light eye cream from Crunchy. It has a little bit of caffeine to wake up your under eyes and brighten, and you really just want to be super hydrated under your eyes so that your concealer and your foundation or Sunlight Tinted doesn't settle in those fine lines and wrinkles. I like to just use my fingers because I feel like it doesn't pick up as much product, so most of the product will stay on the skin and cover what you want to cover. Okay, next up, liquid blush. This is in the shade Spiced Mango. A little bit goes a long way. I like to put it towards the top of my cheekbones, and then we're just gonna blend up. I used to do on the apples of my cheeks, but we want a more lifted look. You can also blend with a brush, especially if you feel like you've over blushed. And that can kind of help just smooth things out. I've been loving this little highlighter called Luminescence, and honestly, I just go in with like a swirl of my fingers and right on top of my cheekbones. And that kind of helps just further blend out that blush so there's not a harsh line. And then I also like to just put a tiny bit on the inside corner of the eye, blend that out. Just kind of wakes things up. Next is brows. This brow pencil I really love because if a brow pencil is made in the United States, then it is actually not real wood. The only real wood brow products or lip products are actually made in Germany. So I love that this is a plastic-free real wood pencil. It sharpens beautifully. You can see how sharp I have it now. And you just go in with short hair-like strokes wherever you have sparse areas. I like a more natural brow, so I don't fill it in super sharp. I don't want really sharp lines. I think more natural is in right now anyway, and that's just my preference. Mascara. Mascara is very polarizing. I know that they are working on an updated formula for Crunchy. I like it. Some people feel like it flakes. So I think you just have to try it for yourself. Crunchy does have a 30-day return policy. I will say you have to pay for the shipping back, which kind of stinks. But if you know that going in, at least you can return it. And last but not least, my very favorite lip crayon in Acai. I like these lip crayons. You can sharpen it a little bit more than that. I'm not going to today. Look how smooth that goes on. I also have a tiny bit of the Rocasa chapstick on. Nothing that I did today was super difficult. It's a very natural look. You could definitely go with a little bit less bold of a lip, but I'm a bright winter, had my colors done, so a darker lip looks good on me. And I feel like it's just so pulled together, but not too many steps, and can really help you just feel your best without any questionable ingredients. If you need help picking a shade to match your skin, you can always just send me a selfie, stand in front of a mirror, take the selfie so that the light is on your face. I can help color match you, no problem. So send me a message or an email or a DM, and I will be here to help you pick your shades. If you're a brand new client, you can use code ADVOCATE10 to save 10% on your first order.